Good morning, good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. Welcome to My Time to Journal, an untrained person playing with lots of art supplies and having fun. Join me. Good morning, good morning. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I have this leftover page from wiping off my paintbrush for the last couple days. I made another one of those things using more beachy colors. And I wrote beach, sand, shells, something else. I don't even remember now. Sand, beach. My stomach's growling. Hopefully you can't hear that. I don't know what I wrote, but I'm pretty sure it was 4 words. Beach, sand, shells, surf. S-U-R-F. Okay, I see that now. But it is so interesting because on the other one that I did, this was dirty sand. Is that what I called it? Dirty sand? Here it's dirty sand. But beach, Sahara. I don't dislike this one. I don't like it nearly as much as the other one. It needs more. It needs more. I'm not finished with this one. But in all these processes, I've came up with this paper, just wiping it off. And this is just a plain sketch paper, and it's almost like a newsprint. And it's thin, but thick enough for journaling paper, the way I do it. And I really like this paper, so I don't think I'm going to do anything to it. It's got marks all over it. It's got a little bit of black, a little bit of pink, fluorescent pink at that. But I'm okay with all of that. And I think it just makes for an interesting background. So, I do think I am going to cut this for each side because it's going to be problematic the more I go. I know, I can tell. This one's already much thicker than the last one. But it's got some delicious, juicy stuff in here. So I'm going to try to limp it along. And now the problem is, where am I going to cut this? I don't know. I say to myself, I don't know. Ugh. Sometimes I can do this with little tiny margins and sometimes I can't. We've had a lot of rain. The lake is way up. Usually they start taking it down. Well, maybe not this early. But it's pretty full right now. We haven't had the weather that New Orleans had, but I talked to some of the people in my quilting group because they're from that area. They said they're all fine, but yes, it's horrible. Okay. My husband just went to the grocery store, so now the dog is freaking out. It's so interesting. Since he started working from home at the beginning of the pandemic, he closed his office and is working from home. Oh, see, I think that's beautiful. He still has the receptionist. It's interesting. The receptionist is 25 miles that way. Maybe not 25. Close. From door to door to get to downtown Columbia from here. But she and so many people now call him on his cell phone. I mean, he's kind of like his own receptionist. Which until recently, he was a one-man shop. Until the pandemic, really. Because he's trying to he's trying to semi-retire. Okay, I think I'm going to cut out a lot of this black. And I'm going to go with this section right here. Which is interesting because this is where the fluorescent pink is. But, okay, so finish my thoughts. Since he started working from home, he does a lot of cooking. He does a lot of the grocery shopping. And now he can't sit still. So, and his day is, depends on the flow of email, pretty much, and phone calls. Especially now that he has somebody doing the heavy leg work, the running around. You know, now that these two are together, they don't look very cohesive. It needs a little yellow. Okay, so we can do that. This is my untrained eye telling you what this paper needs. So anyhow, he goes, so his day goes in spurts, you know. He has a meeting in the morning, Zoom, and then they kind of have their radar ready to go on what they do for the day, and then new clients and things like that. Anyhow, he is much more hands-on at home now, which has been wonderful, but it's also created a very lazy wife. Very lazy. Anyhow, so he's off to the grocery store while I sit here and play. But he just can't sit still, so I don't feel guilty. My sister thinks I'm terrible. I shouldn't say that because she might watch this. Okay, so I'm adding a tad more yellow, which to me, I love yellow on anything. I love the pop of brightness. And to me, when I can't figure out what to do, add yellow. So I'm just gonna continue to make this gorgeous. All right. Now I'm going to dry this. And after that, I don't know. So I might just fast forward you from here. I don't know. Oh, it's so pretty, isn't it? I had a whole different thought process today. I was going to do Mark Rothko. I watched a biography about him last night. I did not know that he had paintings before he had those big solid blocks of painting color. I did not know that. And I did not know he committed suicide. Artists are very troubled people. I'm telling you. But I was going to do something like that, but use sand colors. But I love this piece of paper. So, okay, I'm going to dry this, come back, and probably fast forward because I don't know what I'm going to do after that. Remember when I said I was going to go fast forward? I lied. Much to my dismay, there is a little dog in here. So I'm going to have to watch him. But this is what I came here to say. These are little tiny memo books that you can get from Walmart. Not unlike this, but this one's a little bigger. They're just these little tiny plain things you can get in a pack for like 3 for $2 or something. But, you know, when you have a paper addiction, you just go in with any size. But I was going through this the other day, and there's all this gorgeous just watercolor paper. Perfect for journaling on, right? So I think I'm going to pick one out. Like maybe that one right there. Rip it out. And, oh, hello. Hello. I see you. I see you. Gunner. Hello. I see you. Are you spoiled? Did your daddy go to the grocery store and leave you? Oh, no. Oh, no. What is a dog to do? No, daddy. You're fine. He's coming back. He just went to the grocery store. I did not chase him off, okay? He just went to the grocery store. He'll be back. All right. Sorry for the interruption. Anyhow, I'm going to do my journaling on here, but all that to say, sometimes having this kind of stuff prepared already pays off. Okay, so I pulled out a couple things. This is a printable from Robin McClendon's Procreate, no, Patreon site. And she has beautiful, beautiful script. Now, this is Japanese, most likely, I think, because she does a lot of Japanese. But it's okay because I'm going to embellish it. And by the time it's embellished, unless you were Japanese, you wouldn't know, right? Right. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And it just adds texture, in my opinion. These are little tiny uh, travel stamps and um, tiny, tiny little things that I shrank. Little shapes of Africa, little tiny pin spots, just little tiny ephemera pieces that I shrank. And there's another piece of Africa a little bit bigger. I'm going to add that. And I'm making a pocket. I'm going to put the journaling in the pocket because I really didn't want to cover up a lot of this. Now, in hindsight, the part that I covered up could have been used for journaling, but I'm deciding to decorate the pocket. And uh, so I have a little bit of collage, a little bit of journaling, a little bit of paint, and all is good in my world, luckily, right now. So that's how lucky am I. That's a piece of a quilt, a picture of a quilt. But I'm just going with all these earthy tones and adding a couple of little clusters, one on my pocket and one in the opposite corner to try to make your eye keep moving. Um, and so fun, 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 fun. Um, and that's going to be it for today. He's talking about cementing the roads in Africa. At this point, it was 2001 when he was there, and there's still a lot of dirt roads, major highways that are dirt roads where he is in Algeria. I think he's in Algeria. Anyhow, so he's just talking about the roughness of the tarmac, which what they call roads, I guess in England, right? Isn't that true? But you know, his observations, and that's what I want to capture are his little bits of observations, and to go along with his journaling and my little bits of observation of color. So I really, really like this a lot. Simple. I added a little bit of shading in places with a brown colored pencil and call it a day. Love it. Love it. So simple. And there's my journaling, and it's going to fit in this little envelope. Theoretically, yes, it does. Yes. Love it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.